Hello patrons. Today I'm going to remind you of a basic I haven't talked to you about in a long time, but it's such a critical thing for us to know, and that is the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. That's the basic. That means that you, as a mother, as a grandmother, as a sister, as a friend, as a neighbor, as a daughter, you have an influence over young people. You have an influence over them. And so let's talk about that. You know, I was just watching this morning a video that was put out by my dear friend Jennifer L. Scott, and it was on the Disney fight, and I know you know what I'm talking about. And it, to me, shows that some influences were totally missing in these adults' lives as children, and they're continuing on with a wrong influence on their little babies that were with them. And they're not just the only people in the world that do this. Our language reflects a lack of respect for ourselves and respect for others. Our actions reflect a selfishness and a lack of respect for other people. So I'd like you, as a force of 1,000, to really think about your example to the children in your lives, because you are going to be responsible for helping them form an idea of what is appropriate in their life, of how to have morals and self-respect and respect for others. And you can't have respect for others until you respect yourself. So you need to learn to love yourself. And that's what I'm trying to teach you to do. Love yourself so you can love others and teach others to do the same thing. So this is a short one today, but it's a thought-provoking video. I want you to really think about it. If you haven't seen the video, just trust me, you don't need to see it. It's adults fighting in a toddler area of Disneyland, and not just verbally fighting. They had verbal filthy words flying out of their mouths, but they also were slinging their fist at each other and pushing each other down, including one of the members of their party who was in a mobility scooter, who stood up and ended up on the ground. So you don't need to see it. You've just heard the description. And there were two little babies in strollers and one that was not in a stroller that were there, not counting all the parents and children who witnessed this. And it went on for quite a while. So if you can, think about your own, even something as simple as your language, the words you use. And I'm not talking about filthy words. I'm talking about, oh, I'm so stupid kind of words. Every word that comes out of your mouth. If your word isn't positive or uplifting, if it isn't true, and if it isn't necessary, then don't say it. That was a gift from a friend this week. Somebody sent me that, and it says if it's not true, if it's not uplifting, and if it's not necessary, then don't say it. So think about the words that you're saying to yourself and to others. Think about the explicatives that you might be using. Think about the respect that you show to each other, or the way you receive respect. Now, I'm in the South, and maybe it's more common, but I don't think so. I believe people are kind and courteous everywhere. If someone holds a door for me, I smile at them and say, thank you. You know, and I show that I appreciate that. Now, if the child is watching that, they might think, oh, that was nice, because it is nice. And if you have children, teach them to be respectful and hold doors for people. It doesn't mean they have to hold doors for old ladies, just for each other. It's just a nice thing to do. And giving of yourself in that way makes you feel better. So again, the basic today is the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. And this is how we change the horrible things that are happening in our country. It starts with you and your influence. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.